This is the moment that a convoy of International Red Cross vehicles moved the first hostages to be released by Hamas in its temporary ceasefire with Israeli forces. 24 people in total, 13 are Israeli women and children, being exchanged for 39 Palestinian women and teenagers released from Israeli prisons. This Hamas video is said to show them handing off the hostages to the Red Cross. The government of Qatar, which acted as a mediator, says 10 of the remaining freed hostages are citizens of Thailand and one Filipino. A Reuters source briefed on the talks says the Thai citizens were released in a separate deal from the ceasefire that had not been previously reported, and all of them are men. The Thai citizens are farm workers that were abducted by Hamas during the October 7th attacks on Israel. The Red Cross is acting as a go-between in the transfer and brought their group across the border to Egypt. There were scenes of jubilation in the West Bank for the Palestinian prisoners released. Laith Othman is one of them. He says he can't find the words to express his feelings, but thanks God. More exchanges are expected to come each day as long as this very shaky ceasefire holds.
It's only a start, but so far it's gone well. Early this morning, 13 Israeli hostages were released, including an elderly woman, a grandmother, and mothers with their young children, some under the age of 6 years old. Separately, several Thai nationals and Filipino nationals were also kidnapped by Hamas on the 7th. They were released as well. From the moment Hamas kidnapped these people, I, along with my team, have worked around the clock to secure their release. We saw the first results of this effort with the release of 2 American hostages in late October, followed by the release of 2 Israeli hostages. I've consistently pressed for a pause in the fighting for 2 reasons: to accelerate and expand humanitarian assistance going into Gaza, and 2, to facilitate the release of hostages. And over the past several weeks, I've spoken repeatedly with the Emir of Qatar, the President Sisi of Egypt, and Prime Minister Netanyahu of Israel, to help secure this deal, to nail it down. And I want to thank all 3 leaders for their personal partnership to get this done.
Having my grandmother back, that's an amazing thing. Knowing my grandfather is still there, that's a devastating thing. And knowing that I hope big part of the 75 members of Kibbutz Nir Oz will be released, that's also an amazing feeling. And also that's so many families that are already my families from the hostages that I knew in the last few weeks. And so we're holding up, you know. I don't have the feeling that we have the privilege not to hold up. Let's see after, you know. I think that question will be more relevant when all the hostages will be back. We don't have the other privilege. My mom was also in Sweden now for delegation. For her, it's a process, and we support her process. Physically, I'm happy that she's fine, and mentally, I think with all of us, she will be fine when they all come back. And of course, Oded, my grandfather, which is waiting for him, and I'm waiting for him as well so much. And my name is Daniel.
Return yet?
No indication. No indication yet. There's nothing that we know. We know that he's in Gaza, but we have no further information about his release or anything. You know, for the moment there was only women got released. I'm very happy to see the children getting released. I really hope all of them will be back, and that process of release will be just harder and harder as we will have to fight more and more, and the awareness of the world of those hostages will be so important. You know, when you can't look on a baby, but now you can look on my grandfather's face and see that he's there. I'm looking forward for the return of all of them and all the other hostages that became really my family. They are amazing people. The most amazing people in the world have been kidnapped. I promise you that. It's the most amazing people. Simple people with huge hearts that would give everything for the world. Those are the people that are there. I'm so happy to see many of them coming back today and tomorrow, and every day we will have to fight for the next ones. That was we must think. Those released today are, in the moment they are in Israel part, we think about those are there. We stop thinking about them. They need to be with their families. They need to reunite with their families now, and we must fight for the next ones to come back. She's living in Kibbutz Nir Oz since 19. That's today much less than 75.
My grandfather is in Gaza, and if he looks me in the TV, so I like you, I love you, and I really wanted you're here and with my grandmother, and everyone waiting for you and for your friend in Gaza.
עכשיו, אם אתה נכנס עכשיו לחדר אוכל ומישהו, אתה יודע שכן רוצה גם...
We are very happy to see that they are back home, and we can't wait to see others come back as well. This time, no, but we hope that in the next release there will be members from our kibbutz. That's what left for us to do, to pray and to believe there will be an happy end for this catastrophic event.
How your community is holding on?
It's tough, it's not easy. Everybody help each other. We have professional help that we can get, and we wait to see what happens.